Well, something I am a little bit more keen on, and I think is almost a guaranteed, is the Tarik Skubal trade.
Hmm.
So that seems to be taking up lot more heat, a lot more traction. One of the guys at work said, "Hey, there's like apparently like a Godfather-style offer out there right now from the Dodgers," which I'm
Okay.
taking it. I
The
prospects
Dodgers
load me up, baby.
with their farm
Yeah, which
system.
we know,
Oh my God. And the Tigers farm system is no slouch, but the
and then
Dodgers, wow.
and you mirror that with the youth movement we're trying to push, right?
Yeah.
I'm all for it, dude. Get rid of Tarik Skubal. You'll never get him for any higher. This is as high as you're gonna
Yeah.
go with him. Back to back Cy Youngs. You're not gonna get a third Cy Young. He's going to be perfect in a rotation where he's cushioned, but
Yep.
you're not gonna see him do what he did the last 2 years here again. It's just not gonna happen.
No, it's I hate to say it, I mean, but just like I always feel like this, always like angry whenever I remember back in the during the Granderson trade, I was just like, oh, I can't believe they did that. And there's a lot of other guys
I
we've
loved
lost over
him.
the years. You're just like, oh man, I can't believe it. Then, but with Taylor Skubal, I think it's just time. We got to move on. We got to strike where the iron's hot. I think he wants to be a Tiger. That's the thing that sucks about all this. But it's just I don't
No, he
think we're.
doesn't.
You don't think so?
He wants to get paid. No, here's what he wants to do. He wants to get the most amount of money for his market value that he can stretch to have a nice, long, healthy career to feed his family. That's all any of these guys want, and I
All
don't
right.
blame them, right? Like when they say, "I want to be a Tiger." Oh yeah, really? 300 million more dollars and a promise to win World Series and go live in Los Angeles, and he's gonna go, yeah, I'm good. I'm out. Like
Yeah.
it's just it's the same thing that Ndamukong Suh said, right?
Yeah.
When he was in free agency with the Lions. He said, "I want to stay here. I want to be a Lion. I don't want to leave." But guess what? He wanted to get paid. So
Yeah.
when Miami gave him an offer, he called his agent and he said, "Just give Detroit an opportunity to match it, even with the taxes. I know I'll take less, but just give me my market value." And Detroit said, "Nope, we're not giving you your fair market value." That's all these guys want,
Yeah.
right? At the end of the day, he's not born here. He fucking pitched out on the West Coast. Um, I'm sorry, Detroit, dude. Yeah, it's not really a huge baseball town, in my opinion. Go play anywhere else. You're going to get that much exciting from a blue collar town that was winning some games.
Okay.
None special.
That's that's understandable. I mean, with considering, I'm not really worried. The Tigers, one of those teams. I'd rather see. Well, what's the rotation look like without Tarik Skubal? We're going to be leaning more on Reese Olson and Jackson Jobe. Casey Mize is probably going to get a
Hmm.
lot more looks. I think what's his name? Jack Flaherty. He's sticking around. He took the option, didn't he? And
Of
so
course, because no one's paying him that much.
I know. No one's paying him 20 mil, but um, we'll see. We'll see what the rotation looks like without him. I mean, like, I don't know who in the. I have not looked at the Dodgers minor league recently. I don't know who they really got up. I'm sure they could get some top guys from the Dodgers in exchange for Skubal. I think. I mean, really. I mean, the Tigers. If you want to say. I know how this last season ended, but I got to believe their championship window is opening back up. And if we could have a team, everybody on this team is so damn young. Everybody's under 25. It's insane. And there's a lot of talent on this team, and it just bolster the talent. I mean, it's just kind of like a situation, I mean, like Kansas City was in for years, kind of like the Athletics were in for years, where they would get guys like Johnny Damon would come along and then they couldn't afford to keep him, or Zach Greinke would come along, they couldn't afford to keep him. Tigers, I keep banging that drum, but they're still it's not a big market. Detroit, I love the Tigers,
It's
classic
not.
franchise. That's the thing, but they don't have the cachet of those West Coast
In the
teams, the East
early
Coast teams.
2000s,
Yeah,
they had Illich, and the owner and the players knew he wanted to win really bad, and he was
yeah,
ready to play. So yeah, all those guys were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, I'll go to Detroit
yeah,
because Mr. Illich is going to pay me a ton of money, and I know he wants to win." But
yeah.
that's not it.
That's not Chris.
We're not the Red Sox, we're not the Yankees,
Hmm.
we're not the Mets, we're not the Dodgers. That's not Chris.
Yeah,
Chris is trying to build a baseball team, whatever.